campus. We're continuing to grow, so that helps us to kind of identify the students that we're servicing. So the purpose of tonight is to kind of give you a pretty good idea of what the middle school schedule looks like, what classes are available. You'll see all around the cafeteria tonight we have our electives and some information about some of our core classes set up so that you can kind of wander around. We will show you which electives are available for which grade levels so that you can kind of get an idea that not all classes are available, for example, 6th grade, but what's coming and what classes you'll have is available to you as you get older. So we'll kind of walk through the presentation. We'll take turns visiting Ms. Brewer and I, as well as our department heads for the core subject areas. This is an example of what our bell schedule looks like here at Pima Valley Middle School. This is the bell schedule for our current year, so it might be slightly different in times for next school year, but this is just a general idea of what our day looks like. You'll see that 6th grade, the highlighted area is lunch, so 6th grade students eat lunch together during that 4th period time frame. 5th period is 7th grade lunch, 6th period is 8th grade lunch. It is a 9-period day, so just so you understand, lunch is regular.
So for our current kiddos that we have here, our 6th and 7th and 8th grade students, they're very well aware that we do offer some honor classes. And so our honor classes that we do have are in our core classes are math, language arts, science, and social studies. So these are some classes to kind of think about, especially if you're incoming 6th graders, know that these are some options for you to select. So these are things, as we're having these conversations with your kiddos when we visit campuses this month, this is just something to really think about and know where your kiddos' strengths are and for them to challenge themselves a little bit, and just know that these are available for you all to select in the 4 core areas. So to kind of see a difference between what our honors classes are and our non-honors classes are, so our regular classes is what we call them. These are materials that are taught on grade level, and there's lots of opportunities for reteaching within the classroom. And so honors classes is a little different than non-honors classes. And so honors classes, they do teach grade level curriculum because that is required for them to teach, but it is more at a faster pace. And then they are actually expanding their learning opportunities as well. And we actually have some lead teachers from every department in our core classes to talk to you a little bit about the specific content area of the areas that they teach. So one thing.
The cool thing about our department that I can focus in on that we are really excited about for social studies is that we currently use a program that helps us break down social studies a little bit easier especially for 6th graders to digest when they get here on campus. Our regular classes, just like Mr. Brewer was saying, regular classes are more curriculum, slower paced curriculum, not real slow, but it's a little bit slower than honors. We do have the opportunity to implement some project availability whenever we go through our material at different times of the year. I know one of our our athletic coaches, Coach Foley's here. She teaches 6th grade social studies as well. She's really good with projects and basing her material off that as well. So we try to have fun there in both honors and regular classes to implement the material and the content. So with our honors class, like Ms. Brewer was saying, we do move a little bit faster, at least in my classes. So what I like to do is revert things to real life scenarios and kind of dig a little bit deeper with what the kids know with what they're coming in on their knowledge as well. Just kind of looking at what's going on and relate from what's in the past and today. One thing that I do like to re-emphasize is with regular classes, you may or may not have a lot of historical background knowledge. That's okay. With honors classes, it's one of my personal preferences that with kids that come in to have some type of knowledge of history that they enjoy, whether it be different topics or different eras of history. That way they have something to kind of bring to the table, if you will. That's what I like, because then we can actually tap in more with deeper conversations and classroom discussions. Expectations in the classroom, I know in the previous slide they said a minimum grade level of 70% or higher. I challenge my kids to take it a little bit further, to do 80% or higher in my honors classes. If they don't reach it, that's okay. We can still make sure that they still have fun in the honors class. Our curriculum that we use in social studies helps us break it down with slides and daily activities and.
Hi guys, thanks for joining. I'm going to try not to yell on this, but I have a loud voice anyway. So, just to kind of piggyback off what they told you about social studies and English, kind of follows into math as well. We do have a regular curriculum, which is grade level curriculum, following our TEKS. The students will still receive a high level instruction. We still do some projects, things like that. This year is kind of exciting, or next year, because now we're going to offer an honors class, which is the first time we'll offer it. This will also follow the grade level curriculum, but it's going to be a little more rigorous. Our problems are going to be a little more complex, maybe a little more steps to them, a little more in depth. There is going to be a requirement to keep a 70 at the semester, so you do have to keep your grades up to be able to kind of hang in there. Also, we're definitely recommending that students choosing honors will have a good foundation of numbers. Definitely know your math facts as soon as they're asked it, dividing. Next year we'll talk about integers in 6th grade, that kind of stuff. Things like recognizing half of 50 is 25, just that good relationship with numbers. We also,
it's kind of repetitive what we're saying, regular versus honors and science. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade are all kind of similar in the aspect of they're all on grade level curriculum. We, in 6th grade, wouldn't talk about 7th grade content in either regular or honors, but we do expect our honors kids to be a little bit more responsible. Okay, we give them an assignment and say it's due tomorrow, it's due tomorrow. Okay, some of the regular we get by like, okay, we'll give you an extra day. So that responsibility factor, but also it's a little bit more faster pace in the regular. We slow it down a little bit more than honors, and we also have more opportunities for reteach. So on Friday, we usually have this collaborative period during the day, and there's times where we get to pull students that need that extra reteach, or we need to go over this content that they didn't do very well on their last test, and things like that. Honors, we kind of hold them to that higher standard, so it's a little bit more complex in what we teach, and I think Mr. Rollett said, we expect them to have some background knowledge. If I say, I want you to know the more common elements on the periodic table, like coming into 6th grade, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, then maybe the honors aspect isn't for you. So we expect them to have that little background knowledge, and then also
the athletic coordinator. We have Coach Dippert, who is the boys coordinator for the boys side. We have Coach Martina, and we also have Coach Moshe and Coach Hurtado, who are also coaches for the girls side. Just to kind of give you an overview about the PE. The 5th graders coming into 6th grade, you can't have jewelry on because it becomes more rigorous, it becomes more intense workout. So it's great if they can actually be involved in some sort of conditioning over the summer to get them ready for the pre-athletic. Because that kind of gives them to get ready for athletics.
We only have 4 choices. Again, those are the 4 choices that will need the fine arts credit. So we're making sure that that's taken care of at the 6th grade level. 7th grade, we add a few more courses. Choir is one that we are looking to add in the new year. We currently do not have choir, but that is something that the Fine Arts Director has asked us to look at offering. So if your child is interested, please make sure they're marking that on their course card when we come and visit, because we would like to make sure we get enough students involved in that class in order for that to make. Just an explanation on Spanish.